Hey everybody, it's Lisa. Today we are going to do something for December. We're going to make a glue book, and I'm actually going to try to do a video every day for the next 12 days to get finished the glue book. We're going to do like a 12 days of Christmas glue book thing. And I'm starting out here by showing you that I'm going to use an old composition notebook from one of my kids. I ripped out quite a lot of pages that were used. And it wasn't just from the kids, it was from, over the years, me, taking down notes and stuff or whatever I used it for. So we cut out a lot of that. I want to show you how to go about figuring out what to do here and how to set it up. Here what I do is I glue 2 pages together. Then the next 2 pages I glue them together separately. And then in the next page I fold. Then I just continue going. You glue the next page onto the following page and so forth. And you go through the book like that, or until you think you've had enough pictures or pages glued together. This way, you don't have to stop every time. You can keep going if you want. But you do have to let it, let the glue dry and all that. I always try to use glue sticks for this. It's easier. The paper is thin, very thin in these notebooks, and that's why I glued 2 of the pages together. And I use glue sticks because they don't have a lot of water in them, so it's not like when you use the PVA glue. Everything gets really wrinkly. This doesn't. So here I'm just showing you how to go about doing that. You glue the one page to the next, and then you just take the next page and glue it to the following page. And just make sure you glue every little inch of that page so that when you put the next page on top, try not to get any wrinkles or any pockets or anything like that. This way, when it's dry, the whole page is stuck, not just parts of it. That's why now I'm taking the bone folder to really smush it down together. Now that we got that all done, I'm taking out all the different stuff I have available to use in the notebook as the glue book. I'm also trying to figure out what I can use for for each spread that I'm going to do. I have different collage books that I can cut out. I have Christmas cards that I've taken apart and just, kept the front of the card over the years. These are cards that I've received. Then I have scrapbook paper. I have printables down there, as you can see on my table. I have Christmas cards that I made that I never sent out. There's a lot of scrap papers and little pieces of Christmas papers and all kinds of wrapping paper and all that. can be used in the glue book. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what I want my first layout to be. And I definitely want it to be something with snowflakes. I love snow. I love the whole winter theme. So the first layout will probably have something to do with that. I'm trying to gather all the papers that I have that have snowflakes on them or something about snow. Whether it's the words or the pictures or snowmen, whatever. Trees with snow on them, anything like that. You want to get all that together and make a nice pile of it, go through it, see, separate what you want, how you want to do it, and all that. And if you can, try to keep the paper thicknesses that you're using very similar. Like, I think, like, I didn't use a lot of scrap book paper on here, on this layout. But I'm going to start by figuring out how to cover up the lines. That's the only issue I'm tending to have with this book, is trying to cover the lines up, because they will show right through. Just like I'm showing here on this paper with the snowflakes, it's see-through. I think it's rice paper. Or not rice paper, it's that other paper. I forget the name of it. But the lines you'll see the lines right through it. Just like anything white. Sometimes you see the lines right through the white paper. Here I'm just trying again to figure out what paper to use or what to put down first. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving for those who celebrate Thanksgiving. I've been I've been dying to get this whole ball rolling for this project. So this year we're doing the glue book, the 12 Days of Christmas glue book, and hopefully we will have fun doing it. I'm going to try to use these doilies to cover those white lines. I'm not the white lines, the lines on the paper. I think they're blue actually, aren't they? Blue and red. So I'm just making sure I glue every little inch of these doilies down, because this is the initial layer. Now there is another way you can do this. Joey DeFee is a junk journal queen. She is, her channel is awesome. Her videos are incredible, very organized, and she is the teacher of this. I am not a teacher by any means. I am just doing this, for myself basically, but to document it all. She was doing this to teach people how to go about doing all this. And she's incredible. Um, she hasn't been on her channel in a while because she's feeling, I don't know what's wrong. I'm assuming health issues she had mentioned. But there's an explanation on her channel. But regardless, she usually uses a technique where you just, when you're doing a collage, you don't glue the entire thing down first. You put down just a little drop of glue to hold it where you think you may want it. And then if you want to stick something, like tuck something under here or there, wherever, you can do that because the edges are all free. And then this way you can tuck things in. Once you get everything where you want it, that's when you go back and you glue it all together. I was very happy I found this doily with the snowflakes. It was the only one I could find in my stash. Come to find out, I found more. They were behind the little red ones that I had in the same pack. So I'm glad I found more. Here I'm just trying to figure out where to put things. I don't want to use this whole doily because I thought it was the only one I had. But, you can't keep it all. You can't. What's the sense of having it if you don't use it, right? I mean, that's the way I'm looking at it. This was old wrapping paper. We finally got new wrapping paper. I've literally used the same wrapping paper for, I don't even know, 5 years maybe. Last Christmas, it was a couple days after Christmas, my husband went to Walmart and they had just rolls and rolls and rolls of paper. So he grabbed rolls and rolls and rolls of paper. I think they were like 75% off or something. It was absurd. So, of course, you know, that's the way to buy the paper. If you're going to get it, wait until it's on sale for dirt cheap, because it just gets thrown out anyhow. So, why would you pay $9, $10 a roll for it to be thrown away? This is a little card that I made at some point, and I really wanted to try to use up some of the cards that I made that never got sent out. So I'm just cutting the snowflakes off the little snowman area. This is what I mean about leaving the edges unglued. This way you can scooch that. I could scooch that paper in further. You know, I remembered though the technique halfway through this, so I already had laid down things that were glued, like the whole piece of whatever was glued. So after that, I remembered, and I did. Moving forward, I did do that technique. This way, I could, if there was something that had to be scooched under something else, I could do it. Don't faint, but I have multiple videos ready to go for yous. Yes, I'm shocked myself, to be honest. But I wanted to make it fun for Christmas. I know there's a watercolor artist that I watch, Emma Lefebvre, and she's doing um, she's doing something similar where she's painting a painting of about Christmas, something little every day of the month, and it's like almost like an advent calendar. She's going to put it together like that. So I thought that was a good idea too. But I'm not a painting channel. That's not my thing. Even though I love to do it, I don't feel that I'm good at it. So, I'm not going to sit here and, well, I don't feel like I'm good at junk journaling anyhow either, but I'm more comfortable with that versus watercolor painting. If I did something like that with watercolor painting, I probably would get better. Maybe I'll do that for another monthly challenge somewhere. Maybe January or something. Although I think there is Junk Journal January, isn't there? I think there is. Most of the time I use glue sticks in the glue books that I have made. Here I'm going through some of the printables that I've gotten. These were from last year, so I know some of them are already made. Um, Other ones, they could have been scrapbooking with me. Some of them, maybe. I don't really remember. I wish that people would put their name on each page of the printable, because these are free printables, most of this. And I feel bad because I got them last year, so I don't remember whose was whose. I only know Artie Mae's because she actually has her name on every sheet. I think there may have been one or two from G. Kerr, and yeah, I don't know if I can remember where I got them. I'll put their names in the description box below. This way, you can always go check out their uh, channels. You probably already know all the people, and I know a lot of them have coffee sites, that coffee thing, and they have a lot of free stuff on them. You should really check them out. If you can do that kind of thing, if you can print stuff out. I can't. No, I can't anymore. I have no ink. And, you know, my husband's not going to get any anytime soon, I guess. So, I don't know. Here I'm just taking one of those cards that I had received in the mail from somebody years ago. The Frugal Crafter, I think, had mentioned this to do this years and years ago. Anytime you get any kind of Christmas cards, like those kind of Christmas cards, I'm not talking about the picture ones. Um, I constantly get a lot of them that are instead of actual Christmas card, I get like a picture of their family with the Christmas tree and all that, which is great. But and I also should have kept them over the years because to see the kids grow up and all that is cool. Um, but the Christmas cards, I always take the cards and I'll rip the cover off of the card and then I will put the good part of the card or the front of the card. I'll put that away in my Christmas paper stash. And this way we can do stuff like this with them. And I'm basically just finishing this up here. Thanks for watching and hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy this next couple weeks of before Christmas. And I will see you again, believe it or not, tomorrow. If you like videos like this, just hit that like button, subscribe, come hang out with us. You can even follow along if you want. Make up your own glue book. Come back tomorrow and see what the next page is going to look like. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.